Hey guys, how are y'all doing? My name is Chris Schroeder. I'm a former server. I was a server for 5 years. And here are some tips that might help you in your new gig as a server, right? Naturally, we're all there to make money, right? So you need to know how to make money the best way. So I have 5 tips here, 5, on how to make more money. And they're pretty simple, but a lot of people don't think about them, especially when they're working or weeded, right? So, tip number 1, get people to talk about themselves. You want people talking about themselves. You don't want to be talking about yourself in front of them. Everybody wants to talk about themselves, right? So, find a way to get them to talk more about themselves and just sit there and listen if you have the time, right? Listen to them. If you're just standing around doing nothing, go over and talk to your guest and get to know them a little bit, right? Especially if they're sitting alone. Even if they're not, couples like to be talked to as well. So I highly recommend getting people to talk about themselves. Just ask what they do, Ask what they do, ask where are they from, how long did you drive to get here, what are you doing after this? Where are you headed to? Just simple questions that can open the floor to conversation, right? Tip number 2, compliment the customer. You want to find something on them to compliment. Now, on a man, it might be a large ring from high school or college or something like that, right? Compliment it. Say, hey man, I like your ring. Where'd you get it? Or their watch. Compliment their watch. A watch is a really good thing to compliment because, they're worn to be looked at. So, just get them to talk about themselves. If it's a woman, compliment their bracelet, compliment their dress, compliment their necklace or their hair, right? That's all you got to do. That opens the floor to conversation, and of course, it'll get them to talk about themselves. Why wouldn't it? Number 3, create repeat customers. So, what you want to do is you want to make such a good impression with them that they want to come back. They want to see you again. They like you. So, get them to talk about themselves. Compliment them about something. They're going to remember you. They're probably going to remember your name because you complimented them. Everybody wants to be complimented, and everybody wants to be listened to. So, and another way to get repeat customers is just purchase some small business cards with your name on it, and where you work. That worked for me pretty well. People would bring it in, and they'd be like, hey, Chris Schroeder, yeah, he's over there. And then they would sit with me and give me more money. Number 4, create a fantastic first impression. When you walk up to the table, you don't want to sit there and be like, can I get y'all something to drink? That sucks. That is terrible. What you need to do is you need to be like, hey guys, how are y'all doing today? My name is Chris. I'll be your server. What can I get y'all started with to drink? Right? Look them in the eye, talk to them, make a joke, crack a joke, something, break the ice. Tip number 5, upsell. You need to be selling more than what they want. You want them to be taking food home, right? So, there was a certain dish that I always upsold, right? It was called the salmon and scallop. This is at Pappadeaux's, like I said, in the South. It only came with 1 scallop on it, and I made it a point to tell the customer that. And I'd be like, hey, the salmon and scallop only comes with 1 scallop. Did you want to add another one for $5.25? Most of the time they were like, yeah, we don't want only 1 scallop. That brought the food up to like, I think $38 or something like that, when it was originally $33, something like that. And also, sell drinks, sell sides, sell this, sell anything you can to get that bill up. if you're at a higher class restaurant, I guess, like Papado or something like that, have an aim on the amount that you want to sell to every customer, right? For me, it was about $100. In the mornings, it was about $70 range, right? But you want to get that bill up because that means higher tip and more money. Cha-ching. So those are my 5 tips. Get people to talk about themselves. Compliment the customer. Create repeat customers. Create a great first impression. And upsell.